Sean Rain, episode 27 of the Eggcast with John Egger. How you folks doing? So today I kind of wanted to get into a special topic. I figured me and Sean could kind of just like harp on it and just see where it takes us. It doesn't have to, the whole show doesn't have to stay there, but I kind of just wanted to get into family a little bit and just see what your thoughts were on family and like how you feel like it, like how you prioritize family, and just like I know everybody out there's got a family, and there's always shit going on, and you might see a family and you might think that like, oh, look how great they have it, or look how perfect it is, but you never see behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you never really get to see like what you're dealing with. But I don't know. I mean, if you think about like our upbringings, like personally for me, like my mom and dad were together till I was about 7 years old. They ended up splitting up when I was around 7 or 8, and my mom met my stepdad and went with him for a while, and I think that's pretty much gonna kind of like come to an end. You never really know with family, but like I have a feeling, and sorry, I'm just stretching, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I just felt like kind of bringing it up and just rap session about it, because like it's strange to see. I don't know. I guess it's strange to see certain things come to an end when it comes to your life or just your family life, like. But I feel like I'm finally starting to plan out what my life is gonna be and kind of establish what I want to do.
When God closes one door, He opens up another.
Yeah, exactly, and it's really exciting. I can tell that there's definitely a shift happening in my life that I'm enjoying, but it's just crazy to think about, like the way people are brought up. Like, I mean, for example, like my parents ended up getting divorced, and but I never really saw my mother and my father fight. I saw a lot of the fighting I remember growing up in my house and just seeing whatever came from my mother and stepfather. But I just wanted to talk because I know like a lot of people have parents that are together and might be married until they both die, but it doesn't mean that everything's great. You know what I'm saying? Like families fight, things like that, but it's important for people to like talk about it and be able to relate to each other. You know what I'm saying? Because like we're not all so different. Like we all have those problems, but I feel like if we all kind of deal with them and talk about them together and even just laugh about certain shit, it can always help with that. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to probe. I don't want to get into like your whatever. But like I just figured we could just have an open discussion about it and just see what your thoughts were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how are you?
I'm all right, man. I'm doing well. I mean, I've been trying to just stay pretty healthy. I've been spending some time with the old lady. Just quit my job, as you know. I'm trying to look for something new. School's gonna start up soon. I'm gonna try to just work through my classes and sorry, I'm just trying to stretch.
Did you hear back yet from Creamy Acres?
Not yet, but I'm excited about that. I thought my audition went pretty well. Even if I don't hear back, it's okay. I might try to see maybe if I can do something else just during the school year, just to like make a little bit of money, like there or like maybe someplace else.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have a feeling I'll get a call back. I think I had a pretty good audition. It's just one of those weird things like, and then even I don't know. Like my audition was funny. They were like laugh like a clown, and I didn't really know where to start it. So I kind of just went like I did that, but it was like it wasn't exactly the same. It was like loud and more projected. Like it actually like turned out pretty well. Like I was able to get the laugh out, and then they asked me to do a line like a scary redneck, and I did that, and they seemed to like
Billy
it.
Madison. He's like, how do you do that? How'd that laugh go, Carl? With Billy Madison when he's
Oh yeah.
with that guy.
Which guy? Oh, the bad guy.
I don't know his fucking name.
Yeah. But I did that, and they had me read another line, and I mean, I was kind of nervous because they only said 2 lines, but also, the guy who was doing it, the guy who's one of the people that was running the auditions, was he said he was like, I'm thinking of like a redneck thing, and then I did the line. They seemed to like it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But they only had me read 2 lines, which like I feel like if they really want you, they'll have you read some more. But I
Well, I
don't know.
mean,
I
it
thought it.
depends on how many. Was it one at a time? The auditions.
Yeah, one at a time. I
Uh,
was one of the last. You know what though? I was. They probably have a lot of people to call, and I
okay.
was one of the last. One of the last things or whatever, like in one of the last audition
People.
groups.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll get a call this week. That would make me happy. But you never know.
Yeah. I've been like kind of sweating it out lately. I'm thinking about the future a lot. Like, I mean, obviously this is gonna be a big year for me in
Yeah, yeah.
school. I mean,
Oh,
I got a lot of opportunity just to try to apply to a lot of different companies, hoping at least one company.
Yeah, you could probably find an internship somewhere.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm hoping for.
yeah, internships. I mean, they seem to pay pretty all right for like our level jobs. I
Yeah.
mean, they're not going to pay you like a full time
But it's a
position,
good
but it's good
experience.
valuable experience
You're
for your
you're
resume.
basically,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's essentially a full-time job
Yeah,
for
yeah, for the summer.
for the summer. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm looking into that at a couple places like that involve media and things like that.
Yeah.
I really want to get involved, but I don't know. I also want to get involved in the radio program at our school. Like they have a radio program,
Oh, you should do
and I
that.
think I want to start doing that. Yeah, I've been talking about that, but just gotta get
I was
involved.
thinking. I mean, you can start doing these podcasts. I mean, we have really good collab rooms in the engineering building,
Yeah,
and you can have rather than have it, you can connect that laptop to the TV, and
really?
you'd be able to see what we were doing on the TV
That'd be cool.
rather than on the laptop.
That'd be cool. I mean, I guess I wouldn't really need to, but as
Oh,
long as
just
we
for
were,
a visual. I mean,
yeah, yeah, for a visual. But if that'd be cool too because I could put stuff up there for when we for say we wanted to watch videos, I could like put videos on there. And,
Yeah.
like, that'd be cool if we had like Dawson and like your friends and stuff on.
Yeah, that'd be really.
Because we could set up like a couple cameras.
Oh
and,
yeah,
like,
it'd be dope. I mean, we
that'd
got
be
a lot.
sick.
We have a ton of free time between.
You think somebody
classes.
would be like, get out of there, I have to study? Like,
No,
no.
not at all. We got. I mean, we got yelled at last semester for just not for like occupying it for so long because we were so loud in there,
Yeah, yeah.
and like we.
But then what? You just got quiet and then just.
We just turned the music up even louder.
Oh, you guys had music going.
Yeah,
What were you studying or just screwing around?
both.
Yeah, I got you.
Procrastinating.
Yeah, yeah. No, I understand. Oh shit! It should be an exciting year back, don't you think?
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Junior year is gonna be legit.
So you still have your other job?
Yeah, I haven't been working that as much. Like it's just a side job,
Is that
but
still until October?
yeah, it's pretty much done. I'm gonna be honest. Like there's some shows left, but not many. Like
Probably like only like you
June and
you'd only work a
August.
Saturday
yeah,
per se.
yeah, like June and I guess like May and June were big, and then August is kind of big, but
Yeah, but I was at your
July, yeah. I mean they're gonna be pretty done soon. Like there's only really like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only like 9 left, 9 shows maybe,
Yeah.
and I probably won't even get to work all those honestly, cause like just kind of been getting into some like there's like you ever work anywhere and you experience nepotism
Yeah.
like.
Well, I mean, I personally haven't. I mean,
But you know what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
I can understand
Yeah.
the connection you're
At
trying
this
to make.
side job where I'm at, so let me just explain this to you. Like the other night, and Jack works with me too. So like the other night, me, Jack, or like the last time I was there, we're working with this group, and we asked the one kid, we were like, hey, we asked them, we were like, hey, is this all done? Like, is this whole thing finished? And the kid was like, yeah, I did all this over here. It's all done, whatever. Later, we hear our boss gets pissed off, and he shows up, and there's all this trash that came from like our lot. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't done.
And the blame's placed on you guys.
Yeah, he
right?
starts getting pissed off, and we all take the fall because he tells us the next week, Friday's the easy show, Saturday's the hard show. He tells us Friday, he's like, all of you aren't, like he texts us and basically like, is like the people that aren't working on Friday, and he lists our whole group. So I asked him, I was like, hey, can I work Friday because it works better with my schedule or whatever instead of Saturday? And he's like, sorry, got enough people for Friday. And I was like, all right, well then I can't work Saturday. So now he's not letting me work tonight. Like there was supposed to be one tonight that I would have worked, but he's telling me not to work tonight. He says it's just work Friday.
So he's kind of just trying to.
Yeah, but it's like, you know what? It's like they're almost done. I'm so
It
just
doesn't even
fucking.
matter.
Yeah.
I mean, this is gonna be the last few times you're gonna work at that place anyway.
Yeah, but I'm gonna like see which ones I can work, and then I might do it next year. I'm not exactly sure because it's kind of like it never gets in the way of anything. But if I can find something better to do next year, and just do that, I'll just do that.
Yeah.
I really want to do this internship at WHYY
Center
they have
City.
going on. Yeah, I really want to try to apply for that. If not
When does
that, some other stuff.
when does that open up? Like job applications.
Like spring into the summer, I think.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's
That
like a
that.
summer
Oh,
internship.
I thought it was. Oh no, I mean like summer internships. I thought like you'd start applying like in the fall. I don't. I mean that's
Oh,
just for my field, but I don't know how it works for.
I don't know. I guess I could look into it and see when they start taking applications.
Like I know
But
some companies like I'm looking to apply for the job application's already out. It's posted for next summer.
yeah, yeah. I just have to see what when they start taking them.
Yeah.
I'm assuming around January or something. It's like a 10-week internship or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. But I'm gonna look into a bunch of places. They just sent one of like the head professors in the writing department just sent out because I have an internal internship with the writing arts department this fall, but also they sent out a bunch of external internships, and I'm thinking about just doing that. Like I'm thinking about talking to one of my professors and seeing if it would be better to just repurpose my time during that. Especially because like certain people that I'm working with in the internship, like I'm not gonna like name who, but like are just fucking like annoying. So like it'd be cool to just go out
They're
and just do
cocky.
something else. Not even cocky, but just like more snobby. You know what I'm saying? Not so much cocky, more
Walk around as if they're hot shit.
yeah, more snobby, I would say.
Yeah.
And like
I
I
we
love
have kids like
writing.
that.
I love writing. I love the craft. I love just like like an interesting story, blah blah blah, whatever. But you're never gonna see me act snobby. You know what I'm saying? Like these kids, there's kids in this thing that there's kids in this major that try to act
Well,
like
you
they're
can-
like they're cliche. Like I almost feel like they're like the cliche like writer,
Not
blah blah
like-
blah.
I'm not trying to
Like-
create an argument or make a point, but they live on campus.
No, I don't. Well, I don't know. I have no fucking
mean,
idea.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't know.
I don't think it really has to do with that. It's just like kids, a lot of kids in the writing department, like everyone, obviously everybody wants to be successful in their craft and like do whatever. But a lot of, especially the creative thing, I feel like I've always thought of it. I always think of it, even with the like even with the creative aspects or whatever. Like I think of it as a job. You know what I mean? Like just like even if you work for yourself and you create whatever for yourself, like I try to stay thinking of it as like a job and a means to like even though it's a passion, like a means to like put food on the table and just stay practical and stay focused on that. Where I think some of the kids just think they're like, oh, I'm this artist, like it's like, you know what I
You
mean?
can't think that
but
way.
but really
You gotta be humble.
when you read their stuff, it's like so cliche. It's like it seems like somebody just trying to be like a writer. You know what I mean? Like the same
No, you-
cliche premises and like shit like
Yeah,
that.
you can't look at it that way.
Yeah, and I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody, I'm sure, like has some type of talent in the major. It's one of those more ambiguous majors where, like, I feel like if you don't really have a lot of talent, you can still get by because
No, you're
it's like people can't really unless you, like, as long as you do your work, it's like people aren't allowed in that major because college is soft. Like, obviously, you can point out like certain like structure flaws and like whatever like story flaws and like
well,
this.
I think
but-
you especially. I think you can definitely do a lot more than those kids as far as how much effort you're willing to put in.
Yeah, but I mean,
I mean,
I just hope everybody puts in good effort. But I think like I'll just being straight. So like in some classes, I've heard pieces that were read by seniors in the grade, and like they were not good.
they're-
You know what I'm
well, I
saying?
mean, what
and
I'm-
some other people
they're
in the
gonna be-
major are amazing
when
writers,
they graduate, if they're not a
and they're
good-
very
if you
accomplished.
have a writing degree and you're not a good writer, you are
Yeah,
you're fucked. I mean, I don't.
especially if it's just in like creative
you can always
writing. I mean, I don't
become
know.
You can always become a better writer, obviously, but
Yeah, yeah, like a professor, an
If you have
editor.
if you,
There's-
if you have nothing to show for it.
Yeah, there's a lot of valuable skills within the writing degree though. Like you don't just have to be like a writer, even though everybody basically is, but you don't have to just be like a career writer. You can be a career editor. You could be a career like I guess you could say either like
Journalist.
yeah, like journalist. That's actually a different major, but it's like basically
Yeah,
right in there.
journalism.
Yeah, well, that's like the old ball and chain or whatever. She was she was a fucking journalism major, and she switched over to writing, but she still has the minor. You know what I'm saying? And she's good with that stuff, so
Yeah.
that's like a career option. Like it's cool. Like that's the way I feel too, because like obviously it's good to have like, oh, I have a major in this, blah blah blah. But if you can take the time to minor in something and really still learn it, like maybe not have as many class experiences with it, but like still learn it, like
Yeah,
if
I
you
mean,
like it,
I
if you
thought,
like it and you're good at it, you have the chance to like find a valuable career in that field.
I thought about doing a minor in computer science, but
Yeah, but you're basically
I
doing
never
that right
went,
now.
exactly, I never went for it.
What's the
Well,
fucking
Dawson's actually, I don't know if he's going to finish the minor, but he basically said it's pretty hard.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah, like on top of what the classes we're already taking, and like especially like if people work and have other obligations during the school year, it's really hard, obviously, to pursue that.
Yeah. No, I definitely understand that.
Yeah,
We'll be all right though. I think we're gonna figure it out, Sean. I'm just excited for. Just gotta work hard now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But have fun while you're doing it. Like remember your purpose. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And like think about like have fun in the sense where like even if something seems like it sucks when you completed it, you can be like I completed that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like I put that work in. I think we'll be okay. But it'll be interesting to go back to school and see like all the zombies walking around.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You ever wonder, like, you ever ask yourself if like your upbringings is truly what shapes you to be in life? You ever
I don't
think,
know if it shapes your purpose, like your destiny. I mean, Dante got in this
not
whole
not purpose or destiny, just who you become
like
in
your
life.
character traits or
Character traits,
or like
your, yeah, like character traits, occupation wise, as far as the level of success you
uh
you'll
I
you
think
garner.
occupation more just comes down and
Well,
trust
that's just more just like where your heart is.
yeah, and I think also a lot of people end up choosing occupations that their heart doesn't like where their heart isn't, you know what I'm
Like,
saying?
you ever wonder, like, let's think of an example. Like, I don't like using this example, but like, let's say a successful person, he starts out really poor. He
Yeah.
doesn't want to go back to being poor, so he becomes
Yeah,
rich.
yeah. Okay. He doesn't want to go back to being poor.
Like Mark Cuban was, he graduated college. He
Yeah.
was dead broke.
But I don't think that happens nearly as much. Like I think those are the outliers and great for them, but I think a lot of people like that generally like you can increase your inheritance, but if you generally become poor or if you are born poor, you have a better chance of dying poor and like if you're born rich, you have a better chance of dying rich. You know what I'm saying? Cuz a lot of people are born into money.
Yeah, I mean that
Not
was never the case for my family. I mean my
yeah,
mom grew up in
I mean
my dad was poor growing
yeah,
up.
yeah. My mother and father's family were pretty working class growing up in
Yeah,
Philadelphia.
yeah, just
Yeah.
hustling.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my mom, when they were kids, like probably when they were like, they started working real jobs when they were 10 years old.
Yeah,
'Cause you
yeah.
gotta do what you gotta do to survive. It's the Philippines. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's living in poverty. So I
Yeah.
learned like early on, like you gotta value your belongings and value
Yeah.
everything
Never
you get
waste
in life.
food.
Never waste food. That's one big thing.
Yeah, I don't even like doing that anyway. Like even if you had so much money, it's like why the hell would you waste food if somebody else
Yeah.
can eat it or
I don't like people who I don't like I wouldn't say I envy. I just don't like people who not people who grew up rich. Just people who try rubbing it in other people's faces. Like
like
I got
people
a really good job because my family or such and such got me this job. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And they try to rub it in your face.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like family businesses exist in the
Oh
world,
yeah,
but
yeah. I support it
just
completely.
be humble
it's just
about it.
It's just it's the kids who didn't put in the work. Like their parents put in the work, and they try to walk around acting like they're better than everybody else.
Yeah. The people who just spend their whole life at like at their parents' one company and take it over or something. That's douchey.
And they have no real skills.
Yeah, facts.
Like,
That's douchey, man.
Like our man, yeah, like Mr. Mass was telling me at work today. Like, I mean, I think like growing up, like I think like back in his generation, like if you were graduate high school, you either go to college or you just start working. I mean, that was just life.
Yeah, I think it's. Wouldn't you say it's still kind of
It's
like
still
that?
that way. Yeah, I mean, like.
I mean, I don't think it really changes.
No, I mean it's just who you are. I mean,
Yeah.
how much work you're willing to put in.
some people I guess don't want to get off their ass if they're not doing anything, but I think it's kind of like our options really haven't gotten that much different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the real
And
world,
through college, we can still work part-time jobs and things shit like that.
yeah. I mean, if you don't know how the real world works, I mean, God bless you, because they don't give a shit.
Yeah, facts. But some people never have to find out. You know what I'm saying? Some people can just
Yeah, they keep their innocence forever.
yeah, some people can just do that shit forever and like live off of their,
Good for them.
parents and family. But I mean, you know what? I don't know. Like I don't want to I would never see somebody also though that had that going on and immediately just start like fucking ripping on them. But if you're gonna be that and then
Leeching on them?
rip on some no like just be like making
Make
fun.
fun of them? No,
But
I'm
like
not
if you're gonna be that way and rip on somebody else, you're just a spoiled asshole. You're just privileged and you don't really know what it's like to like have to deal with actual shit and like have to actually deal with people that aren't your fucking family
Yeah.
and just mooch off of them. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. But hey man, be grateful that we don't have to deal with that because it really teaches you the importance of value and like
Yeah.
I think it promotes a healthy mindset. But don't feel envious either, you know what I'm saying? Because what those people might be getting in like, whether it's like wealth or like financial gain or whatever, just because of their last name, like they're losing valuable chances to learn skills and and like they're not learning the life lessons they need to learn to like to really continue on and become smarter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's important to just keep in mind because it can be easy to get like it can be easy to feel envious or like when you start looking at other people and comparing yourself to others. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You just have to compare yourself to your past self and make yourself a little bit and just try like the goal is to just be a little better each day and some days you might be worse, some days you might be better, but overall you just want to try to really like think about it and focus on like, hey, what are my weak points, or hey, what are my what are my shortcomings, like what don't I like about myself and what can I change for the better, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just something I think about sometimes, just important to like keep that in mind. But always stay humble, be nice, always be nice to your neighbor, like tip well at restaurants, like stay on the good side of karma, and karma will reward you in
I
return.
know.
You know what I'm saying? The universe whatever goes around comes around, man. That's how I feel. We were talking about karma a little bit today. You want to touch it all on karma?
Yeah. I'm not like. I don't know what your religious affiliations are.
I
You-
find myself praying to God a
you
lot.
believe in God?
I I want to say yes. I definitely believe in a higher power. I find myself praying a lot. Like even though
I mean,
I might kind of think about it and not.
I grew into that. I was
Yeah.
church every other day.
Yeah,
I was an
yeah.
altar server. I
But
had
that's I feel like that makes it feel like it's more like
an obligation.
an obligation or a job, where like
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know. I mean, I was a kid at the time. When I still had my innocence, I went along with the flow of everything. I mean, I used to hate CCD.
yeah.
So
I'm
bored.
sure most people do.
Yeah.
It's probably fucking boring. And I bet you a lot of the teachers are fucking like pedophiles and stuff. Am I
Yeah,
wrong?
I mean,
Or
like I was always exposed to that growing up. I mean, I was an altar server. Me and you met Manny, right?
yeah, yeah.
He was an altar server.
His father was the deacon, right?
Yeah, he's still
Yeah,
a
good,
deacon.
good. Seems like a good dude.
Yeah, they're good family.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to them. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't even think of it as in like I don't even think of it in religious terms. I just think like energy is fluid. Like energy is fluid and fluent in the universe. I just feel like if you do good things, good will come by you sooner or later.
Yeah,
But
that's what I was-
if you do bad things, eventually, if you do bad things and you make enemies with people, eventually somebody's gonna get you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you just burn bridges with people, then you're alone. Then you're alone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So,
I mean,
but like sometimes people are just toxic, and you just have to burn bridges with them. But that's a whole nother topic. just like toxicity. You know what I mean? Because I feel like no matter if it's like a close friend or like a family member or something, if they're negatively influencing your own life and you have enough to deal with, you really just got to focus on like bettering yourself and being the best version of yourself that you can be. It's almost like imagine like even like a toxic attitude. I look at that the same way as like a drug addiction. Like imagine if somebody who was addicted to cocaine or heroin or something, like they were your best friend, but they were always just addicted to drugs, and like anytime they hung out, it's like they just wanted to shoot up
It was the same shit.
or just blah blah blah. It's the same. It's the same influence
It's
as
the same result.
if you come around somebody, if you go around somebody who just like kind of puts you down and like feels insecure about themselves, so they try to verbally put down other people. You know what I mean? And like you're kind of just getting put through that same ringer, and like at some point I realized I had to have enough self-respect to just kind of get away from that. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, I think probably like this past week, I'm trying to get back into the habit. Like the last couple weeks of summer, I'm just trying to stay just to myself. Really,
No, I understand
I
that.
haven't really, I just like not really, haven't really been in the mood to like see a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's nothing to do with them. It's nothing to do with me. It's just something it's just
yeah,
for my
yeah.
own good.
I understand that. Sometimes you
I
get,
mean, I just have obligations I want to get done.
yeah, yeah.
I want to work on myself.
That's kind of where I am right now. Like obviously I stopped working at our job, like, and like I have this last kind of week or two before school, and I have some other shit going on. But like, I just want to have time to dot my I's and cross my T's, and like see some doctors, make sure my health is in order,
Yeah.
um, take care of like just shit with school and internships, make sure I have all my chips in order. I just wanted to make sure I had time
I'm ready.
to make sure I was ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like also a little bit of time to enjoy the rest of summer because life isn't all just like work and blah. Like you should set aside time for yourself to have fun and
Yeah.
enjoy the moments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just gotta like find it. Even if that's, you know what I'm saying? Like even if that's just by yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like even if you just set aside time like, oh, I'm gonna do this run, or like I am gonna do this sport that I really like doing, or like blah blah blah. And it doesn't have to be, but I'm telling you, like once you really learn to like enjoy your own company, like life just instantly gets better.
Oh
Like
yeah,
shit just
that's
starts
pretty
falling
good.
into
I
place.
mean, I've always enjoyed my own company.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have siblings growing up, so I know what it was like.
yeah, yeah.
Growing up.
I
So
understand. Yeah, yeah,
it's
man.
having a lot of time to yourself. I mean, it's pretty good.
Think about that. Like think about like just like kind of ties back into the whole family thing. Like how your upbringing and like depending on how many siblings you have or depending on like if your parents are together or like where you live or blah blah blah, like it really can affect kind of like it can affect like who you are, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I think you're right about
Absolutely.
that. Yeah, like but nonetheless, like think of, just remember that like you're not stuck in that loneliness, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like you have friends, you have people that care, you have people that love and care about you, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like you got important people in your life, and you know all you need is like a couple close people to really like motivate you, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and to really help you. And you always want to surround yourself with people that help you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want to surround yourself with people that just kind of like
Bring you down.
bring you down to their level.
Make
And
you do stuff that you don't want to do.
yeah, just to yeah, or somebody who tries to put you below them, that's
Yeah.
never healthy.
No.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with that. I feel like that's kind of something I've seen within my
Oh yeah.
family, and it's something I've never really enjoyed or decided to go along with or responded to, but it's something I've seen within like my family situation over the years, and like I'm just glad to kind of see it
Yeah. I mean, you seem a lot more
coming to an end.
than I did. I mean, I just knew like growing up, like my dad didn't talk to anyone in his family. So I
Yeah,
just
that's
like
got to be hard too, cause like you probably don't see your cousins that
ah,
often. Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I kind of just grew used to it. I mean,
Understood.
even like
Understood.
my mom's side of the family, I didn't really see it. I mean, they're probably like the only ones I was close with.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
pretty much like my whole life, like other than like my friends from school, I was surrounded by Filipino kids.
Understood. Yeah, I
My whole
got
life.
you.
And I was
Your
always
youth group,
and I was always one kid. I was always the outlier of the group
cause you
I
were the
was
white kid. Yeah, yeah, it makes
So
sense.
always I was always I would be the only white person at a party.
Yeah,
Gathering
yeah.
or whatever.
Still though, like
I mean, it was
that's
always weird, but it was
did they
weird in the
ever
beginning.
did they ever like discriminate against you
Oh
for
yeah,
it?
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, it's crazy because you think about like, yeah,
it was fun.
like how crazy is it if like a if somebody else comes into like an all white thing, but I feel like generally nobody would acknowledge like oh like say it no I feel like no white
I
people
was such an outsider. I mean, cause I don't even look.
yeah and like don't get me wrong there's plenty of racist ass white people out there but like I feel like if like say one black guy or one Asian guy or something was in a party full of white people I feel like nobody in the party would be like like you're Asian or you're black or whatever like I feel like but when you flip that around and you're the one white person at the function,
Yeah,
people are like, "Oh, white boy," like, you
basically,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah,
Yeah, so I grew into that. So
yeah.
I
And you
got
were a lot younger than a lot of those kids, weren't
I
you?
was one of the youngest. Yeah, and I
Yeah,
took a
yeah,
lot of shit
yeah,
growing up.
yeah. It's stupid, man. You should see like, you should you should still like I don't know how to put it. You should get revenge. I don't know.
Nah, it's
Success is the best revenge.
God sees everything.
Yeah, true. Karma, and that kind of ties into karma because what goes around comes around.
You,
I guess like if you don't try to seek revenge and like
even
someone's just an
it was
asshole,
even
they're
like
gonna get their
it was
karma.
even the same way. Like even like my elementary and middle school. Like I was cool with my cousins, but
Yeah.
I was probably the most. I didn't have like my cousins were they were friends with everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Like up until high school, I didn't really have like high school. I had a lot of friends, but before that, I didn't really.
Like
Really,
socialize as much.
yeah, like I didn't like people would be like, how come like they're like your cousins play all these sports, they're involved in all this shit, and that like you don't. What do? You don't do anything.
Like this identity, yeah.
Yeah,
That's stupid though, cause like
why would I live up because of my last name? Like I'm supposed
yeah,
to
why
emulate what other people are doing.
yeah why should you have an identity? Like why should it be so important for kids alone? Like just like literally like kids to have like oh this identity that probably is only gonna last for their childhood and like be so obsessed with like oh well you're in this family so you have to
So I
do
have to,
this
yeah,
or like you have to like that's fucking stupid. No.
it was like that even in high school. Like they were. I remember. I mean I.
That's a stupid fucking traditional
never,
baby boomer type of fucking mindset. Like, oh, we
and
all
I,
do
and
this in family
I was
business.
never
Join the
even,
family
yeah, and I
business
was
or
never even close to my family anyway.
play football,
It didn't
whatever.
even feel like. I mean, I never like did anything like, as far as like, yeah, I'm representing my family because I'm doing this because I'm representing my family. It was never that way. It was always for myself and for my parents.
Yeah, it's important,
It was
man.
never. I was never close with my family, so I never.
Yeah,
Really,
you gotta keep a tight circle. Yeah,
yeah.
no, definitely. But yeah, it's stupid to feel like you
I
have
had
to do
like so
something.
many teachers, like they were like, like they'd see my last name because I had so many cousins, and they're like, oh, you're part of that great family. I said, yeah, I just went along with it.
Yeah,
I had
yeah,
no
it's
idea. I
stupid.
just like
Yeah,
played along, but
I don't want to talk bad about your family,
no, I
Sean.
love my family. I got
But
nothing
like,
but love for them now. I mean,
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't see any of them that much, but I hope everybody's doing
yeah.
well.
Same. Shout out to everybody. But also, like, just to be honest, I just see that in the sense of like that typical like O'Doyle rules type of like just like, like that family. Like we're a football family or like we're a wrestling family.
Yeah, so like
And like
I took a lot of I took a lot of heat. I took a lot of shit in school. Outside of school, it was the same way. Like
yeah,
being a white kid surrounded by Asians, it was the same way.
yeah. Like oh you're not doing this. Well that's how anybody was in high school. Like oh you don't play on the sports team or you're not whatever. Like bro you're fag bro.
Yeah,
Like
man, I'm not
like
I'm not naming anybody. It's like
yeah.
oh, if you didn't
And all
play,
those kids are fucking
if
like
you didn't play Highland baseball, oh, God forbid, like I can't
oh,
hang
but
out
that
with
was
you.
so gay. That was just like fucking like, it was like watching a movie of like a high school. Like, yeah, this is high school, blah
Yeah,
blah, high school party, suck dick, cock, fucking, like, it was just so stupid. Like nobody could have, like there's I knew so many amazing people in Highland that had so many amazing interests that never got like any recognition. You know what I'm saying? And like not to take away from the baseball team, like I had some good friends on the baseball team and like it's fucking cool sport, whatever. But like it's like that's just one example. But like baseball, football, you know, whatever you want to call it, fucking this, that, like you see some shit like that and everybody's like, oh yeah, like oh these guys are the elite of society, but then really it's like everybody gets out of high school and it's like, oh fuck, what am I gonna do now? Like
Exactly.
yeah. Sports fucking you know, I'm gonna work with sports. Like, yeah, you're gonna fucking want to kill yourself in 20 years. I don't know. that's
Well, I
a
mean, I feel
I'm just speaking
I
hypothetically,
mean, I
but
feel like people like that. It's harder to like move on from high school. I mean, I've moved on.
yeah. I definitely didn't peak in high school and I never intended to either. You know what I'm saying? Like I had friends and I enjoyed my time. I was kind of awkward at times. I didn't, everybody deals with
I
shit.
mean, I kind of I didn't I wouldn't know I wouldn't I don't know if you would say like I peaked in high school.
No, not at
Like
all.
no, I mean, I had a party.
Sean, neither of us have peaked yet.
I had a party,
What
but
the fuck does that mean? I
yeah,
mean, that negatively affected your life if I remember at the
yeah,
time. Not to sound like a dick,
no, but
but like just know that you haven't peaked. You know what I mean? You got you got plenty of we got plenty of time to peak. And even then, it's like you just want life to be fluent. Like I don't know. As long as we get past our worst times, you know what I'm saying, we can reach for our best times.
yeah,
But I feel like at the same time, even though conscious choices are important in getting to that, like we don't get to choose everything. I think some of it is just kind of like, like you do this or you like or like this bad thing is supposed to happen at this time because it's supposed to teach you this lesson, or this happens at this time to teach you this lesson. Like
yeah.
I just feel like it's like something like that. Uh, but I'm sure a lot of the people that came home for the summer are heading back to college soon.
Yeah, that's usually the case. I mean,
Yeah, so shout out to all those people. We're just straight chilling.
shout out to everybody blowing thousands of dollars away. Unless you got a full ride, good for you.
Yeah, fact. Shout out to everybody that's in
Pissing away money.
shout out to everybody that's in like crazy amount of debt, like at schools.
Yeah, to get drunk every weekend. And
Yeah. Sometimes those people are the ones who figure it out though randomly.
no.
But I don't know. I think it's possible. Like I think it's such a crapshoot. Like I feel like some people just become randomly successful, and some people, like, it's like
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
game. Everything's a gamble. You can work your ass off like your whole life, and not have anything to show for it. But some people like, it's not that way. Ugh, I stop burning my own hairs. But this has been a pretty interesting conversation so far, Sean. Right? I'm enjoying it. Um, getting into family a little bit. I guess we should kind of tie back into there. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know. Did you ever have somebody that like wasn't your blood family, but you really felt like they were, like you really felt like you were tight with them,
Yeah, I mean,
like tight, like that family
if I wanted to
style?
go back to memory lane, like I didn't know anybody really on my dad's side of the family. My
Yeah.
mom's side of the family, I was very close with. I mean, we went to the Philippines. I met a lot of my relatives, my cousins who live there.
Do you only meet them once, or?
I only went to the Philippines once, so I only got to meet them once. But like my mom's side of the family, they're really like they don't have a lot of money. But
Yeah.
they're still really
Content.
tight. They're really
Yeah.
close together. Like everybody's helping each other out. Like it's like your money is my money.
No,
and
understood.
we're gonna-
Yeah.
Your food is my food. Like we'll all
Everybody's
share.
just getting to the next day together,
Yeah,
helping each
exactly.
other.
That's basically the mentality. I mean, they all grew up in the Philippines, so they know what it's like to live
Yeah,
under
yeah.
those circumstances.
I understand.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, looking back, probably like the only people I really consider family were probably like when my mom put me in that youth group.
Like those guys.
Yeah, like I didn't have any friends really like before that, like in school. So those were really like and I never thought they were gonna be like I was gonna be really close with them. I mean, a lot of them we were all
T-pose.
there was probably like maybe 15, 20 kids,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
like random different ages.
I got
But
you.
I mean, we saw each other every Friday night. We would go to this church and all meet up.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Understood.
I think the reason I definitely wouldn't have gone if I was the only kid there. I think that's boring as shit.
Oh,
But,
definitely.
like,
Yeah.
I think that's why all of us we all mutually would go every Friday night because we all wanted to see each other.
Yeah.
And it became like not it after every Friday night it turned into a thing where like every weekend somebody would be having a party at their house. And we would
Yeah,
all hang
yeah.
out, and we would just bond like and
Nice.
this would go on for years and years.
Yeah, yeah.
And like they really all those guys are I mean I hope they're all doing well now. I mean I haven't talked to them but like we all became really close.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean like after like what happened in my house that night.
Yeah,
it all
yeah.
kinda went downhill.
Yeah, but
But I mean
you know
at
what?
that
That's
point,
just
at that
that's
point,
just
though,
a fumble. Like
you know, it's funny.
you can't let anybody else, even like your own family, get in the way of like you be like seeing and enjoying time with the people that you really care
Yeah.
you care
I mean,
about.
it's funny though because before I got into high school, I didn't really consider anybody from school my real friends.
Yeah,
I think it was sophomore year, the time when I stopped seeing them. I
yeah,
was like, this is gonna be weird now. Like, who am I gonna like? That was when, and then at that point,
chill with,
I was like, yeah, and that's when that same year, we had that same lunch table. It
and
was
we all met each other.
me,
Yeah,
you, Freddie, Ryan,
yeah.
Dante,
Those were simple
Zach.
times.
Simple time.
Those
Yeah.
are awkward times, but very simple
Yeah,
and
it
fun.
was funny. I never like told anybody this. It was like, I think it was sophomore year. I was genuinely happy. I was like finally like genuinely happy to go to school, cause like, our lunch table, we actually became really close that year.
Yeah,
That's what brought everybody together.
and we were
I didn't even
funny.
know who you were.
Yeah, I know. I didn't
I,
even know who you were too. I was like, "Who's this fucking crazy kid throwing food behind us?
yeah.
Like, why are you doing that?" And like it was just funny. Like, it was just funny to not give a shit and fuck with people, like the same people who were like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
and
blah,
it,
blah,
ca-
blah."
and it carried
Like,
over the next 2 years. Like it was junior, we had two.
yeah,
We still had like 2 more years to go.
yeah,
We were all just
facts.
like,
Yeah, we were fucking dorks.
I know. Even like I was worried because even when I came home, like after my whole party, like my parents were telling me about pulling me out of Highland.
Fuck them.
They were gonna transfer me to it was either military school or Paul VI. And Manny told his parents, they were like, he was kind of saving my back. I don't know if he realized that they were, because they asked Manny like, what's Paul VI like? He's like, yep, it's basically the same thing as Highland except you pay money to go here.
Yeah, it's the same shit. The
Yeah.
kids are doing the same
Even
stuff
military school. I mean, they're either there because their parents were military or because they're fucking idiots.
because they're bad. So you're
Yeah,
gonna have
because they're
the
fucking bad.
you're gonna have the goody two shoes military kids, and then you're gonna have the bad kids, and
Yeah.
they're gonna do shit
Yeah,
together.
50 Cent went to military school.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to 50 Cent.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, what's gonna happen now? I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
unfortunately enough, I still went to Highland with you guys for the next 2 years.
yeah. It was good stuff, man.
Yeah, I remember you guys. I remember
good-
I was on the homecoming court.
Yeah, that was
I
so
didn't even wanna
funny.
be on that.
We all voted you on it.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It
That
was funny.
That was
Yeah.
funny.
We had jokes. You were like they were calling your name. They were like, he has a 4.0 GPA. Didn't you just like? I'm sure your GPA was high, but didn't you just like write
I
that
just wrote
down
down
and they just said
4.0.
it?
Yeah,
Like,
they just said it. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it was funny though, because sophomore year, even before my party, I felt like my whole life was like on the decline because I was really depressed at home. I mean, things weren't great at home with family.
I understand that.
Yeah, so
I was in a similar
I-
boat.
when my parents went on vacation, I was just having a mental collapse. Like, I just stopped caring. I was like, everybody come through, free crib. And it obviously went out of hand, but I was not in a good place anyway, and I needed a wake up call.
You needed like somebody to not.
Junior
You
year-
needed the house to not be
junior
empty,
year-
probably.
Oh, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Junior year was more of a,
I understand
that
that.
was more of a redemption year for me.
I understand.
I
Yeah.
really came back junior year. Like, I stopped doing bad shit. I just
Working
went to
out.
school. I started going to the gym, and then it just carried over senior year. I mean, I didn't think I was gonna get into rowing.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that. I always.
I figured you would, Sean. You were always seemed to work pretty hard in
I
school.
wasn't in like AP classes like all the geniuses who.
Yeah, but like you still.
That AP Gov class was the only class I took where. That was the only AP class I ever took in high
Oh,
school.
my
And they
hamstring or
clowned
my
me too. They were like-
quads.
I remember like they were like, "What are these Western Studies kids doing here?"
Well, I'm
and
not
I
gonna
did-
lie. Like AP kids are fucking snobby and can be
I
elitist.
did better than 90%
but-
of the class.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
I think it was a crapshoot though. Like
It was a
like
crapshoot, yeah.
because like I knew other kids that were our friends that came in from Western Studies and they were getting like 50s on every test, and I was like, come on, dude, like you can't do a little bit better.
Ryan tried.
I was in top. Oh, shout out to Ryan,
Yeah.
but yeah, like I just was talking in general. Like I just
No, I'm
knew
kidding.
kids like that, and then they just made it stupid. Like
No, they
some
made it fun,
not
dude.
they made
Me
it fun,
and
but
Ryan-
some
me and
people
Ryan were throwing
some
fidget
people in that
spinners,
some
like-
people in that class, you know who I'm talking about, were just stupid.
You mean
like-
like,
No, you don't have to say, but
who's the kid preaching $15 minimum wage?
well, that kid's just a fucking tool. I can talk about him
Sam.
about Sam Bowman. Shout out to Sam Bowman. I mean, I feel bad because he's the type of kid you look at him and you'd be like, yeah, he's probably like a target for bullying.
Yeah, but
And that's never
You don't know
cool.
what he's going through.
But yeah, exactly. But also, he was just so.
It was funny though.
He just had a hard time getting along with people because he was so heavily
No, it-
opinionated and like so like
Oh yeah, I mean.
like he just like looked for. I'm telling you, he was the type of kid that just looked for fights because he would say like,
Yeah,
oh,
I mean,
this
I
is
never had a
this is
problem
the
with
problem, this whatever, and then I remember one time he was talking and he was like this whatever, and like
Corker would be like, guys,
if you don't,
he'd be like, guys, shut up, let him speak.
yeah, he'd be like if you're not voting then you're part of the problem, and I was like, Sam, I understand that, but what if I'm voting, what if I am voting but I'm voting for something that you don't believe in or something. He's like, well then you're wrong. And I was like, no, you're stupid for that. Like that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. The one time he told me to shut up in Sem's class, he was like, I said something, he was like, shut up, and I was like, how about I come over there and smack those glasses off of your fucking head? And Semp was like, whoa, easy there. Like people were like, oh shit. Like, but yeah, fuck him, bro.
I remember like, I think it was like the end of senior year, like Corcoran was like, I think he called me out once because I had my phone out. And I think he told Mo, he was like, Mo, turn around and tell me what that kid's doing and what he shouldn't do. Mo's like, I believe he's on his cell phone. He's like, Corcoran was like, future serial killer, everybody. He didn't even tell me to put my phone away. He was just like, look at this kid.
He was just fucking, yeah.
He's like, I'm not going to tell this kid to stop. He might kill me.
Dude, we used to cheat on, shout out to Bryn. Me and Bryn used to cheat on every fucking quiz and test in there. Or, like, we would just, like, look at each other's, like, paper.
I think, I'm not going to say who. I think you know who sat next. Oh, yeah, I was, like, diagonal from you.
Yeah, I remember.
You know who sat, well, yeah, I think she finished with, like, a 97 in that class because of...
cheating off you.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I cheated off her paper a couple times. Not gonna lie. Sometimes
it carried over from my paper.
Sometimes you just forget like some answers.
I remember like I think I got hundreds on almost everything, like on the vocab stuff. And I was like, wow.
You just gotta remember it really fast.
I remembered it.
Yeah. That was kind of boring. It was fun because that was the election year.
That's the only reason why I took that class.
And like hella shit talking was going on between
like
the libs and the conserves.
And
like
the conservatives weren't even like
we weren't even.
It was our friend group.
Yeah, we didn't even know like what to say. Like I don't even feel like I was that conservative though, but I just couldn't stand. I just couldn't stand how faggy all like the really liberal kids in our school were. So I was just like, fuck all yous. Like I don't want to listen to you, bitch.
I know,
like.
I loved, I forgot who was in our...
But it was hard because everybody, like all the...
who was in our class. Oh, it was, Jake was in our class. Like, I remember, I loved, like, Jake would just say anything.
Yeah, I know.
And just piss everybody off, and I was just like, oh,
it's just hard because some of the liberal people in our class were actually, like, pretty knowledgeable people, and then just like us. But, like, but also it was a lot of, like, baiting and shit. Like, I remember one time we were talking about, like, just, like, poverty, whatever, and somebody was asking Manny, they're like, what does he look like? What is he, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, he looks like just, I don't know, it could look like anybody who's poor. And they're like, yeah, but what does his skin color look like? Like, they're just trying to, like, put them in...
Manny in the worst spot in that class, because every time Manny participated, he'd be like, well, don't you,
Manny would just get...
He wouldn't even understand what he's saying.
Manny would just start talking to people. Like, he would have a valid kind of like, not even argument, but he might just question something or bring up a point, and people would be like, Manny, shut the fuck up. Like, I would do it sometimes. My bad, Manny. I'd be like, bro, shut up. I'm trying to have him on the podcast sometime, doing through Skype or Discord. Yeah, I can set up a I can set up the display capture and then have like my Skype camera and then his Skype camera on there and just do the podcast that way, I think. But I told him, I was texting him back and forth today. Maybe that's something we can end up doing, but yeah, that was such a funny class. Remember when Trump got elected and like we were watching it in school? Remember they had it on all the TVs in school?
Oh, that was great.
That shit was weird as fuck. I remember how like we were like, I remember a lot of us were acting really happy, but I don't even think I was happy. It was just nice to see all like the faggy fucking people in our school who were like running their mouths all year long, to just watch them like swallow their pride a little bit.
It was like a bomb dropped on.
I know. I remember walking in, everybody's like so sad. I'm like, what the fuck is, like, can we just go to, nothing's changed. Like, can we just like do normal school?
I know, everybody came in, they were like, oh, you can't wear those Trump hats in here.
I know.
Take the Trump shirts off.
I mean, I think wearing the shit is stupid. Like, you're kind of just looking for a fight.
Oh yeah, it's
but still. And then like, I'm literally just being quiet, and I remember we're talking about it in like Team Pep, and like, one of them said to me, like, what do you think, John? Or like, why are you, like, I'm like, I'm not even fucking talking. Like, can I just like, you know what I mean? Like, I really don't give a fuck.
Your best answer is just say, I don't like either candidate.
This must be like a spam thing or something.
Is it from an app?
From nah, somebody on Facebook that I don't really know that well messaged me and sent like something, and it was like some number, and it was like it looks like you. So I don't want to click on the link. It might be bad.
Might be a virus.
Might be a virus or something.
No,
Yeah.
I think those viruses are scams. You ever get a notification on your phone saying your phone's hacked?
You have a virus. It's not true.
That's fake.
You'll get those on like porn sites if you're watching
I didn't want to like.
if you're watching
Oh,
porn or
you
something,
just
and then you
exploited both of us.
and then you
Yeah,
click, dude, what the fuck? Like people don't watch porn. Come on.
No,
But like if you're watching porn and like if you're watching porn and it pulls up like a separate window, it might say like you have a virus and blah 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 blah, blah, but that's just like some fake. It's easy to spot out like a fake pop up.
You use VPN.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, on my phone, not really. Like, I only do anything. I don't do anything like out of pocket unless it's on my phone. But even then, I really don't go on there that often. I just know for a fact that on porn sites
I'm
they
gonna get
have
a
that.
government job. My first assignment's gonna be like, look at the search history of all the contacts on your phone. I'm gonna be like, you guys are all exposed.
That was like
look at the incognito mode search history.
That was like when I first started to play it again, and Mr. Mess was like, all right, now open your browser, and it was like porn. Like, he was like, what the fuck?
He really?
He's just laughing. He just smiled.
He doesn't care, dude.
He just smiled. I could see like, is it fucked up to say that I could see like if I had something like that on my phone? I don't think he would even get mad if I was just watching it at work. He'd be like, what the fuck? But I think like he would just be like, oh shit, like. But like,
you
I don't
put
know.
stuff online.
Yeah, like yeah.
If you have time to do that, you have time to put stuff online.
Wait, hold up. I'm gonna mute these really fast. And we're back, but we were just talking about something we didn't really want to share on camera, but or on audio, but you know how that shit goes. Uh, damn, Sean Rain. So I guess we kind of covered a good amount of things. I know we're kind of still talking on the basis of family.
We missed you at work.
So yeah, man, that was kind of like a little family. I like our work people. I do miss you guys. I will say that I miss working with you guys, but it's just like that was just too much to handle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not even too much to handle. It just wasn't. It just was not worth
I understand
the headache. You know what I mean?
I understand the headache. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
There's only one source of
I know.
that headache. What a train
It'd be cool
wreck.
if Mr. Mass just opened up his own place. Yeah, I know. And I know it's easier said than done, but you know how the shit goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So I guess we talked about your like obviously your family shapes part of your past, but it doesn't have to shape everything. I feel like something that's really important to think about is that you can learn how to do right by the people you grow up with, but you can also learn how to do right by them through the things that they do wrong. You know what I'm saying? You can see your parents make mistakes and think to yourself, I'm not going to make those same mistakes.
I remember growing up and wishing I was somebody else, like just wishing like I was. No, I just
You had a different.
I was better. Yeah, I was a different person. Like I had better.
Like you were a different person, or you had a
I
different.
had more enhanced skills.
Or you had a different family. Or do you mean like just like being a different person? Because I feel like skills you can always develop. And like the family thing, I don't know, it's weird. Like sometimes I'll look at a family or like one of our friends or see somebody and all the people seem really happy, like the mom and dad seem like they really love each other and the kids seem happy and well like loved and blah blah. And it looks cool. But I also think, and like don't get me wrong, my parents are very loving. My mom and dad are two very loving people. Like I feel like I've been blessed with loving parents. Maybe not at all times, but every family goes through their whatever. But Also, I don't think I take any. I don't think I take any other family situation over my own. I don't think I take anybody's life for mine. Like I like my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I'm, I'm proud of the person that I was shaped. I'm proud of the person that I am today. That my life shaped me to be, because I feel like I really learned a lot.
I was one of my mom's coworkers. I tutored her kid in math
Yeah, yeah,
a while back because he's an only child as well,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like he's 100% Filipino.
Mhm.
His problem is that he doesn't listen to his parents.
Yeah, yeah,
I told my mom, I think, well, I mean, he would listen to me when I'm showing him how to do algebra.
yeah, yeah.
I was telling my mom, I mean, I think the reason is just because
Oh, stretch.
they're
They're
they're too easy on him.
yeah, they're too
Because
agreeable.
the kid's mom even asked me like, "You're an only child, but how come you're so motivated? You're so driven, and he's not." I mean, he's only 13.
Two people
First
are
of all,
yeah, that's true. He's young,
he's
but
young.
also people are different, man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I mean, when I was like, even when I was, I think in middle school, I still did my work. I mean, I got good grades. I never had a problem at school.
Are your parents strict on you?
I mean, not my dad. My dad was. I mean, I don't want to like.
With
I
what? Just
don't.
chores and like
Not sure. It's really just like getting good grades in school.
yeah, yeah,
Like my mom was. My mom wasn't really like. Long story short, like my sister had problems with math growing up,
yeah.
particularly math, and my dad tried helping her out a lot, and it just
Caused a lot of tension.
yeah. So
It
long
happens.
story short of it is like I haven't seen her since I was a kid, but
Yeah, yeah.
I mean it happens.
Well, you could always get back in contact with her. Where she live?
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't even think she's in like Jersey.
She might still be in Blackwood.
Yeah, it's possible, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean
So, so she moved out.
whole
So,
another
so what?
story.
She moved out when she was 5,
I was
or when
five.
you were 5? How old was
I
she?
think she was 14 or 15.
Where did she go?
With her mom.
Okay, so that makes sense. Were they? Did they have joint custody as it was?
At the time, yeah. I mean, I believe they still did. Like, I just think what happened was it just didn't work out. Well,
Yeah, that's what
what she was
happens.
doing, she went back and forth. She'd stay with us like during the week, and
Yeah.
it was just
But
back and
think
forth
about
like
like
every couple of days.
I know it sucks to like not know somebody like for such a long time that was like your sibling, but think about her life, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
think about going back and forth between two separate houses and like having to hear about what one is saying about the other and then like
that was just the problem. I mean,
yeah.
I never had to experience that. I just listened to everybody. Like, I just saw it all going on, happening around me.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah. It's a crazy thing to think about, man, but you know what? It's like you think about our family and how our past shapes us, but also the present should shape you and just really like the first person in your family is you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you might know.
You what? Wait, you want me to mute it?
Mm.
Yeah, you can just say that. It's no big deal. Yeah, definitely. I feel like I've had that, but just like we don't have to get too into it, but
Yeah.
like what we were just talking about. But I feel like I've had that, but you're not always. I don't feel like we've always been on a super close like understanding of each other. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, it can be hard with family. Like you might not always know how to talk to people. They might not always know how to talk back to you. But like that's just like I don't think it matters if like you're somebody's kid or if you're somebody's uncle or if you're somebody's whatever, or if you're this or that. I think some people just get along better than others. You know what I'm saying? Some
Yeah, it's
people are
just how it
easier and
is. I
harder to
mean,
talk to, and like yeah, like you might have a hard time talking to one person in your family, but it might be easy to talk to another. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But I understand what you're saying. Like sometimes I've seen moments, like where like I've been out with like other people's families, and like when I was young, there were some particular families that I would like to like. I liked hanging out with my friend and like staying over their house and hanging out with them, but more importantly, just kind of like being with their family. Like it made me feel like I was part of like a happy family that was all at home together. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And I feel like when I went back home, it was either kind of like just seemed a little empty, or if I was at another home, maybe just like it's not so happy and there's a lot of fighting going on and a lot of just like negative toxic energy, and I would escape to my friends like for example, like I'm just gonna say it, like Ryan, like I used to stay over his house and like I used to stay with his family all the time and I love them. Like shout out to Ryan's family. They're the best.
yeah. Good people.
Yeah, I just like I remember sophomore year I used to spend like almost I used to spend so much time staying over his
Ryan was
house.
probably like one of the few
And
people I was always. Well, I mean,
yeah,
he lived right by me, so I
yeah,
think you
yeah.
didn't. I don't even know if you knew that. Like,
I didn't know that until like I really met all you guys.
yeah, and then because I remember you guys knocked him. You guys just knocked on my door with the one day. Like, let's play football. I
Yeah,
was
let's
like,
hang
oh
out.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
that kid from our lunch table.
yeah, yeah. Because I started hanging out with
I
Ryan
knew Ryan
sophomore
already,
year.
but
Yeah, yeah. I started hanging out with Ryan sophomore year,
yeah,
but yeah, it was just really fun. Like we got along really well. I mean, yeah, people like people like you can clash every now and again, and sometimes maybe you just grow apart from people. You get busy with shit. But I mean, I'm really grateful for all the time that they spent with me because like they invited me into their home and they fed me and like
yeah,
like there would be like I wouldn't like live over there, but I would go over there for like a couple nights at a time, and like we'd have hockey tournaments together and stuff, and like I mean yeah, Ryan, like shout out to Ryan, he's like one of my like good friends. I haven't seen him in a while. I really hope to see him again, but like his whole family,
yeah. They're nice
like
people.
yeah. But I remember just like seeing them, and like obviously not every family is like going to be absolutely perfect,
Danny gave like
but
all 9 of us a ride to the homecoming dances and the Philly
yeah,
diner.
yeah, yeah,
She
Dan,
was our Uber.
yeah, Danny's the homie. Shout out to Danny. Me and her are homies. But like, yeah, like just like in general, like I know not every family is perfect. Blah blah blah. Like no family's perfect, but they just seem to have a really good family dynamic, and I really was grateful, like for them to take me in for the time they did, like here and there,
You wanna?
like. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I always thought to myself when I would see other people like that, I don't think I'd be necessarily jealous because I didn't really want like I was grateful for my upbringing. I feel like it taught me a lot, and like I wanted to do. I never wanted to trade my life for anybody else's. Like you know, but I will say there were certain times where I would see a happy family on like a holiday, or I would see
yeah,
this or that, and think like, oh, like basically all my holidays I have to plan, like, and I don't even think about it now. Like I'm kind of more focused on myself and my own life, and I'm enjoying my personal life. Like,
yeah,
but like I you planning holidays growing up, it was always like, oh, I'm gonna spend this time here, and then I'm gonna go here and see this family. You know what I mean? Like it just shit gets split up. It's like there are like some Christmases where I would be with a certain side of my family, and like yeah, all those people are there, but I just feel so alone. You know what I'm saying? Like I would just feel so
yeah.
just lonely in a room
I
full of
know exactly
people.
how you feel. I mean, I never
Yeah,
like, I don't even know if I've ever been to like a Christmas party where it was like,
family.
might have just been my mom's side of the family.
Yeah, yeah.
Unfortunate. Actually, yeah, if you want, you can.
Yeah, we can mute it
I
again.
just
We're
not.
kind of getting into some personal shit, people. So like, if you don't
Okay.
mind taking the little, take these, take these little moments of mute. I mean, you can do something else. You can whatever. If you tune out,
Yeah,
I
if you want to,
understand.
this is gonna take like 10 minutes for me to
But
like look around. You know, this is like a lot of like stuff. So
yeah,
only
but
only playing against sports knows.
just think about like your own family history and situation, and just like see if you can like reminisce on that. But yeah, we're gonna get into some personal shit. So. so pissed when I drank all their fucking beer, like, but yeah, man, it's crazy. Like, I'm not gonna get too in deep about what we were talking about, but like, it's crazy how like the qualities you see in your family that you don't want to emulate. Like sometimes you can. You ever catch yourself like doing that? Like as long as you catch yourself and you're aware of it, that's good because you can know how to like change it. But sometimes I'll like hear myself say something and I'll be like, oh, that sounds a lot like my mom or dad or like whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, some things it's like, oh, that's funny, like whatever. But some things it's like, oh, I don't really like that about I want to change that. Like I don't know. Damn. It's been a pretty good one, Sean Ray. We could probably just wrap it up. Sorry to the people who have waited around for the last 10 minutes because we're not really going to talk about much else. But
All right, so we can give you $5 in cash or all the store credit in the world
yeah,
for
exactly,
these golf clubs.
dude. What was I going to say? Just because this podcast was kind of oriented around family, so just make sure to anybody out there listening, you know, you're not always going to have great times with family. You're not always going to click with somebody. You might not click with them ever, really. But just kind of like,
That's a boy.
like, just, just it's important to remind your family members and your loved ones that you love them, and just like, be kind and, remember, there's probably people out there right now with a dead relative that are fighting over money,
Yeah.
or maybe somebody out there who's like not talking because of this, that. But remember, at the end of the day, like family, whether it's blood family or friends or whatever, like all we have is human.
That's a boy.
All we have is human companionship.
I really
Like
misgendered some fucking kid at work.
I know that shit was so crazy. This kid came into work and like I feel bad for the kid, but he had literally like a ponytail and like fucking tits. He was a heavier kid, but he literally had what looked like boobs. And Sean was like, yeah, we can size her for, and she was like, that's a boy. Like looking, shit was crazy. But yeah, just getting back to what I was talking about. Just tell your family you love them. Whether that's your family, your friends, whoever. Because I mean, human companionship is all we got. At the end of the day, we have ourselves, and like you really do have to appreciate yourself as your own companion. But just be nice to the people in your world, man. And if they're nice back to you, that's great. If not, that sucks. But get away from those people and try to meet better people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just we all gotta love each other, man. We all gotta just enjoy this same world that we've been thrown onto. And thank you for whoever's listening. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you check down below, you'll find if you're on the other platforms, then you won't find it. If you're on anything like SoundCloud, iTunes, anything like that, there should be a link in the SoundCloud to my YouTube and stuff. But if you're on YouTube watching this, go down below, look for the iTunes link, the Stitcher link, the SoundCloud link. My blog is down there. There's a couple other cool things like the Facebook, Twitter page, which aren't super active, but that's something I'm kind of working on. And yeah, thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. And peace out. Sean, thank you for coming. Episode 27.
Thanks for having
We got into a good little conversation, so I'm excited for people to hear this. All right. Peace. Peace and love.